Let's go. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? That's pretty cool. Let's see how this looks. Like that. That's the thumbnail. Let's go. See, what can we do? What's people talking about nowadays? I don't understand this. Like, I wonder what people are talking about, especially people in the finance industry. Like, are they really talking about anything at this time? Probably not, but that's what we're here for. Um, this is what we're gonna have to do. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at Ethereum. I think it actually went up today. Um, okay, so I might just have to move my camera. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. I can't move my camera. It's weird. Damn. Wow. Wonder why I can't move my camera. Hey, it's all good though. Just move it to this side. I bet. So, just straight up looking at what Ethereum is doing in the past, what, month or so? Let's see. Well, we went up to over $4,000, and that was in on March 11th. So we're going on a month of a little bit of a down streak, but it's maintaining here at this $3,600 price point, which I don't know. I mean, I keep dollar cost averaging into Ethereum just because I like it so much, but um, I remember when I told you about Solana price. Solana's price. I think I spoke to you guys about it when it was $50, $50. And that's at 170. It was a long time ago though. That definitely was a long time ago. Look at that. That was around this time. No, not even. Oh, 2023. It hit a bottom. I forgot. Yeah, look. Imagine the people that were like, "Hey, you know what? Let me just buy it here." It's literally $15, $14, and then you went all the way up to 170. What it is now. I mean, what's that percentage? That's way too much already. That's awesome. That's awesome to see that growth that Solana's having. And once again, it was at $50. It was at 15 not too long ago. Imagine. But that's good. That's one of the ones that I currently have on my portfolio. It's probably probably the second largest. No, third. Hopefully it goes up to, a couple thousand. That would be amazing, right? Like, you can only dream, but that would have to be in a long time. Let's see what else do we have here. Let's just look at crypto in general. I mean, it's been hot for a while. It's been settling for a little bit, but for the most part, if you have money in crypto, you have to make sure that you know about the halving, all that information. Just it's gonna go up, man. I mean, that's just my perspective. It's been going up so far, so I mean, I'm just going with it, and then just make sure that you invest into things that are, I guess, well known, because you can always try to hit, a jackpot with one of those random coins, but who knows, right? Like you would never know. Um, but yeah, so Bitcoin obviously is always going to be number one just because of that market cap that it has. I mean, it's at $1.3 trillion if you look at it over here. This is 1.3. Oh, it's even more. Wow, it is 1.3 trillion. Ethereum, once again, top two coins out there. No matter what, it's going to be the top two coins. And Tether, that's just going to be your dollar, the same thing as a dollar. If you don't know what that is, BNB, it's been up there for a while. I mean, it's been up there for a really long time. It's a valuable company. I've seen the CEO do a couple sketchy things, but once again, it's a very valuable company. I hold some, not BNB, but I do use the app itself. So I don't know if that goes to show something. Um, but yeah, once again, none of this is financial advice, right? Solana, my baby. I don't want to sell anything just because I know I have a lot of faith in Solana. I know that it can reach extremely high amounts, right? That's that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for, right? And I believe in the product. I believe in what they push out. I believe in their system, basically, right? In their whole ecosystem. Um, Another one, XRP. We haven't spoken about XRP in a while. XRP goes back to wow, a really long time. And I don't know if you know, but they had like a couple of lawsuits, a couple of things that they were doing. And now apparently they're a little bit better. But um, I still hold the bag of them. um, Hopefully they go up. I mean, there were some crazy predictions out there saying that it could go anywhere from like 5,000 to $10,000 per coin. I mean, who knows, right? That's just a prediction based on not a lot of information, unfortunately. But yeah, the top 10 coins I hold a lot of. I have Doge as well. I still been holding Doge, man, since it was less than a cent. I remember telling everyone, all of my friends, like, hey, you gotta. Well, I didn't tell them what to do, but I was like, hey, I'm investing in this new um, cryptocurrency that just came out, and it had. I mean, it'd been out for years, I think, but I had just heard of it, and it was below a cent, and everybody was talking about it, and I think some of my friends invested like $50 or $100, and it came all the way up to like a couple $1,000. So that was a good gain. And if you could find those once in a blue moon, that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's the crypto market right now. It seems pretty stable. Once again, once you start getting more of those rushes from Bitcoin and Ethereum, the other second layer cryptos will start moving up. That's kind of my hope. But man, this is crazy. I wonder what YouTube is saying right now. Let's see. Um, Crypto market update. Let's do that. Who are these?
Are you still trying to figure out how to trade, or better yet, profit
It's too
from
loud. Let me
trading?
know.
Well, I'm here to show you that trading something industry insiders call Wall Street secret market is the best way to get started today.
So the Bitcoin halving is less than just a few weeks away, and we are right now on the verge of witnessing one of the most insane crypto bull runs in history. Now, in the last few months, I've mentioned in nearly every single video plays like Arkham, which we found at under 70 cents, which at its all-time high pumped to almost $4, or plays like Aerodrome, where I put in over $120,000 of my own personal funds at the 10 to 20 cent range before even seeing it break $2 just a few weeks ago. Now, by the way, with Aerodrome, it was a crazy moment because it was my highest conviction play that I live streamed over in Kaizen, and because I've also mentioned it in every single video here on YouTube. It's funny because my wife was also recording me in the kitchen as I was literally doing those handstand push-ups because this was...
I just want to get to the point. I think. Let me see. Hey, Lexer, how's it going? Thanks for joining in. Let's see.
What?
Nah, Lexer. Sorry, man. Remind me, please.
It's worthwhile to start with the prices here of Bitcoin and how you think it might be impact into the halving. A lot of questions out there of whether a lot of those rises have already been baked in.
Bitcoin insider Fred Thiel, this is the CEO of Marathon Digital, one of the largest Bitcoin mining companies in the US, comes clean as to what he expects after the halving.
Oh, okay. Damn, that was a long time ago, man. That was like 4 years ago. That's literally 4 years ago. That's good to know that you're still around, man. Lexer, I appreciate your support. I mean, that's 4 years, dude. That's awesome, man. Did you become an accountant? I guess that would be the question.
These ETFs, 11 were approved. 4 of the 11 ETFs are the most successful ETF launches on record ever, and the total amount of capital in the ETFs already has surpassed 50% of the amount of assets under management in gold and that.
We're going to start seeing lower cap speculation like we normally do after Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. We're already starting to see the media prioritizing Ethereum. Listen.
A lot going on in the cryptocurrency space. We have the halving with Bitcoin coming up in a few weeks, and also Ether, the idea of not only ETFs, but just the fact that a lot of people see it as a more viable and useful cryptocurrency because you can build apps on it. What's your take on some of these moves that we're seeing?
I think that when crypto's back, it tends to come back across coins. You don't usually just see only Bitcoin, and that's certainly what we're seeing. We've even seen some of those, coins that are a little bit, there's not much utility for them, have a huge ramp up over the last kind of couple months. And so I'm not surprised to see this excitement around ETH. I think that crypto diehards think that ETH is sort of a more perfect
Still a
Bitcoin.
first-year
It's just
college
that the
student. I
price and
took
every coin catches up.
okay,
But I do
BS
think that we're
accountancy,
going to
and it was
continue to see
a
some
mess.
positive moves ahead.
Decided to take
Makes it sound
education
silly.
next year.
Seriously, all of
It's
these
all good, man.
Bitcoin
It's all
ETF
good. As long as you know that you're gonna go back and you're gonna try it again. That's awesome. That's good to know. That's good to know that you're still joining my live stream 4 years later. So shout out to you, man. I'm really hoping that you have, that career choice. Here, let me pause this. So that you can really focus on that accountancy stuff and become an accountant possibly. You never know, right? Hoping for the best for you. I mean, I'm still here. If you have any questions, I mean, might as well just talk about it, right? So feel free to ask anything. It's all good, man. Just make sure you continue. That's the big key right there. Is don't give up. I know it's tough. In the beginning, it's always tough. And then even in the middle and in the end, it's tough, right? I'm sure you obviously experienced that. But just don't give up. Make sure that you keep going. It was hard for me as well when I was going through school. A lot of things going on and stuff. So just make sure that you keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing, man. But yeah, once again, if you need anything, you need help, you need questions answered, I mean, feel free. I think it's just you and another person here, so I appreciate you.
Has that happened yet?
I think it's a different narrative, actually. To me, it's that it's legal to own Bitcoin in the U.S. You don't understand, like when we launched our first gold fund in 1968, it was illegal for...
First off, if you haven't made money with AI yet, don't worry. AI is the
Americans to own gold bullion. We had to invest in gold mining shares. So I think it's that legal approval that's the first step. It's just very early for many institutions. There's no private bank in the U.S. that has approved their advisors to call customers to invest in Bitcoin. So zero. So we have a long ways to go before it's fully adopted.
And all eyes now really on Ethereum and where.
I can't keep up with the lessons. Got a failing grade on intermediate accounting and cost accounting first term. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Like intermediate accounting, hardest course I've ever taken in my life. Hardest course. It humiliated everyone and it humbled everyone that really thought they knew accounting until they got into intermediate accounting, and it kicked their butts. And cost accounting was extremely hard. Both of those classes together, I would definitely say intermediate accounting is harder, but definitely cost accounting is still an extremely difficult class. Obviously, you got your smart people out there, but for me, it was pretty difficult. So, man, once again, just don't give up on that. Just try again. Don't take them together. I definitely didn't take intermediate accounting and cost accounting in the same semester. That was definitely not going to happen. If I did that, I would have probably made a mistake. I would have, been all over the place. So if you can, try to take one semester, intermediate accounting or maybe cost accounting, whichever one you think is probably easier, just to give you that boost in momentum, and you pass one and then on the next semester you try the other one. I think that's going to be probably the best bet. I mean, you could do whatever you want, right? But just out of my experience, I definitely didn't take both of them together. I would have never had a passing grade probably, because those are really demanding classes, like really, really demanding classes. So once again, don't give up on that. I mean, it happens to everybody, right? So make sure that you continue, go forward. Now, next term, I think you called it a term. We call it semesters, but next semester, make sure that you go in ready, take extra time, try to get some tutoring classes in. Ask people around, man. You gotta make sure that you ask people if you need help. Make sure you ask the professors for help. They're always there. They're there for you, right? They're there to teach you. So you gotta make sure you take advantage of that. But yeah, man, those classes, those were tough. Those were tough classes, man. So I understand you 100%. see what else we got over here. Both subjects are prerequisites, yeah. Oh, we cannot proceed to second year? Oh. Oh, gotcha. Okay. But then so you have to take them in the first term together? Can you do like first term intermediate and then second term cost accounting? I don't know if that's a thing. Um, damn, I mean, we obviously need those to graduate as well, but we don't have to necessarily take them together. If you do that, that's a tough one, but you gotta keep going, man. Find a way somehow. It's tough. Let's go to Twitch. Who's chatting here? First semester, the accountancy population was 149. I was down to 90 plus. Wow. Wow, that's a big percentage drop off, man. That's a huge percentage drop off. It's tough, man. It's tough. You're obviously seeing it in the numbers, right? Like you can tell that it's obviously like extremely difficult. So, what are your plans? Like what do you think you're going to do to make sure that it actually works out for you? How are you like preparing for that? Let me know, Lester. Lexter, I should say. Because, man, if you dropped, let me see, I'm encouraged me to keep going, but my mental health is not keeping up. Totally understand, man. Dealing with mental health issues is a tough one. I'm not saying that you have mental health issues. I'm not sure, but I know the stress piles up, anxiety starts piling up, and it's a tough battle. But once again, you got outlets, right? Now that I know what you're telling me, right? You got me, man. Shoot me a message. I'm always available too, right? I want you to make sure that you look out for yourself, right? Because you need to make sure that you have your mental status correct. Make sure that you speak to your mother. Your mother seems nice. I know she's encouraging you. Make sure that you talk to her. Tell her what's going on, right? You got to make sure you look out for yourself. Get some outlets for help and all that. But definitely school will take a toll on that mental health stuff, right? And it's a tough time. What do you mean by how's it going in there? Like in where? All right. Life after lockdown. Let me see. Those days, man, they were truly different compared to what it is now, right? Like I'm sure you could tell. Remind me, what are you in the US? Are you abroad? Where are you exactly? But as far as the US, everything changed, obviously, right? Lockdown was pretty crazy. Everybody started doing so many things. Oh, you're in the Philippines. Okay, nice. Um, so everybody went through lockdown, all that stuff. But right after, once the laws started, becoming more lenient, and people were like, "Hey, like you can start going out more." Everything came back to like reality, but it was a different reality. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Because it wasn't the same. Everything was different. People were different, right? I guess those like almost 2 years really took a toll on people. That's definitely a time where like mental health was, a thing, right? It still is a thing. I'm not saying that it's not, but I think it changed a lot of people's perspective. It definitely changed mine, on how I go about doing things, spending more time with family, all that stuff. I'm sure you're doing the same thing. But yeah, man, life after it's still good, right? I mean, I'm still here. I'm trying to enjoy this YouTube stuff, and try to get back on it consistently, have fun, have these fun conversations like with you, with other people if they join, right? I think this is just, it's like a good time to be alive. I think the the whole lockdown situation definitely also changed different opportunities for people, right? Like there's some really successful people that are doing what I'm doing right now. And this is just a hobby. Like I truly do like, I don't know, talking to people, listening to people, and like yourself, you're telling me what's going on and having this conversation back and forth. I think it just makes it so much easier, right? Like I would love to do this on a daily basis and just communicate with so many people and teach them what I know, right? I'm not saying I know it all, and yeah, I'm sure Lexer, you know that I don't know it all, but right, but definitely like this would life after lockdown, just to put it in a round it up, it was amazing. Now it's much better. I definitely see life a little bit different. There were some scary moments in the beginning where like everything was so new, um, during the lockdown, that like now you're like, oh wow, okay, I guess it couldn't have been that bad, right? But it was pretty bad. But don't worry, life is good now. What about you? Tell me about you, man. How are you? How's the Philippines? Um, I knew some people from the Philippines, and they always told me that the country is really nice, beautiful country. Um, but tell me about you. My man, Lexter. I appreciate you chatting, man. It makes this so much better, so much easier. Uh, it's awesome. And I'm still an accountant, by the way. I don't know if you asked, but yeah, I'm still an accountant. Still working through that. I mean, it's gonna be my career for the rest of my life, right? So it's cool though. It's cool. I really, I think now that I'm doing something a little different, I'm still focusing on that. I'll agree too. I'm not really updated on what's happening in my country. Why not? Why are you not updating yourself? What do you mean? Uh, so you live in the Philippines, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. That's what you said, right? I guess you just stick to yourself. That's kind of what you're saying, right? If it is, that's cool too, right? Like, hey, it's cool. You be yourself, right? You got to focus on that intermediate accounting and cost accounting, man. But I get you.
Here's
Oh,
a
I
nice
get what you're
momentum,
saying.
nice little
I get what
V
you're
bar
saying.
right here coming up. I do believe
I get what you're saying. For the president stuff. Okay, all right. That's. I guess that's a little bit of a difficult situation for you guys over there. So don't worry. We all have our times where you know, we become divided, unfortunately. But you got this, man. Let's talk about something happy, man. What do you like to do?
This could be some continuous little wave breaking up.
Holy chat.
Drawing stuff? Okay, okay, that's pretty cool. It's cool, man. I like to play soccer. I'm a big soccer player. Um, do I have the time to always be playing soccer? Absolutely not, unfortunately, right? But used to draw on paper, moved to digital. Okay, that's the way to go, right? I mean, I'm assuming everything is just more digital now, and even the digital pictures, right? Like you look at them and they're pretty nice, man. I'm not gonna lie, they're really nice. Nah, dude, I'm a Ronaldo fan, I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, but that doesn't mean that I don't like Messi, right? Messi is gonna go down as the greatest of all time, right? He has all 8 Ballon d'Ors, you know, World Cup, so many Champions Leagues, right? And so many league titles with, you know, the different countries and stuff, right? But different teams, I should say. But I don't know. I just think Cristiano is just such a more humble person in the sense of like he's there for the people, and I feel like Messi's not. Maybe because Messi seems, I don't know him, right? Obviously, from what I see, he seems like an introvert. He really just sticks to himself and his family, which is cool too, right? That's him. And Cristiano is like the total opposite. He definitely loves his family, right? But he's more flashy, but in a humble way. Like he's never trying to make someone feel bad. From what I've seen, obviously, I don't know him in real life, but yeah. Just heard Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, I mean, I thought you mentioned Messi. That's why I said I'm more of a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. But I mean, if you're a Messi fan, you're whatever. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Who do you like more, Messi or Cristiano? It's okay if you like Messi too. By the way, don't feel like you have to, you know, think you have to like Cristiano because I said that.
Just me existing. Oh, he's about to react.
Here we go.
Yo.
Here we go. Ready.
Kai said aura 6 over Kai. I did not say. Yo, Kai.
I actually don't know anything about soccer. It's okay. Don't worry about it, man. Hey, it's all good. You don't gotta know about it. It's all good. But yeah, the two, Messi and Cristiano, they're like the biggest soccer stars in the world. I want to say probably the best athletes in the world. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. I really like Cristiano. That's all. What do you like to watch, like online? Are you more into like the finance stuff, or do you watch, you know, content creators? What do you like to watch?
No, we do have Fort Race tonight. We do have Fort. Chat, content warning coming soon. Content warning coming soon. Content warning coming soon. Bro, chat, facts or not? Late night search and destroy with the guys, would it be insane? With everybody though? That shit will be.
You just talk to people on their live stream on TikTok. That's what's up, man. That's all like what you're doing now, I'm assuming, right? Man, I appreciate that too. What's crazy is that like it really keeps you entertained, man, because like I mean as long as they're talking to you, right, or you really like somebody's content and stuff, that's kind of cool, man. I mean, I wonder what kind of like, I guess, streamers you talk to, but I mean it's cool, man. That's awesome. That's good to know. That's good to know that you still, you know, you still keep up with your streamers and you talk to them and you you basically engage with them, right? Because there's a lot of people that could like jump in, right? Like I've seen a couple of people jump into the live stream, but they don't say anything. They just watch and then they leave, right? Which is okay, right? But when you start talking and engaging with the streamer itself, it actually makes my, I guess I don't want to call this a job, but my hobby a little bit better, right? Because I get to talk to you, I get to tell you about, you know, what's going on. We're talking about all these random things, right? Which makes it cool, man. I appreciate that.
Just like a lot of y'all niggas. Y'all wasn't in tune. Y'all wasn't in tune. Look at the Facebook, man.
But yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Sometimes I watch people that are like streaming video games and stuff. That's kind of my thing. I love, I guess, video games. Not big streamers, but it's entertaining to chat with them. So yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. I agree. I've done the same thing. Like sometimes I'll go into, you know, any type of live stream or something like that, and I'll send over like a quick message or something like that. It is 11 where I'm at, 11 p.m. And I do work tomorrow, yeah. But it's okay. Like I'll be able to go to sleep at a good time and get good rest for work tomorrow, man. But I just wanted to try this out. I think it's cool, man. Like I just want to keep doing this and like trying to entertain people. I'm trying to think if like it's probably best to do this either on Twitch or even on TikTok, right? Because TikTok has like a huge community, man. I like, it's crazy. Less than 6 hours sleep. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit less, but hey, you gotta work hard. This is what I mean. You gotta keep working hard to get to the goals that you really want to get to, right? Because we just gotta work hard, bro. That's it. Get going, get better, and do all this, right? Oh man. But yeah, let me see what we can watch. Let's see.
You got a comment done in the thing. Do it now, and then send me a screenshot of your comment. It just doesn't hit the same when I say it, you know?
Comment done, chat. Comment done. I gotta relax.
Lexer, nah, I don't.
Word to my mother. She was on the stage, chat.
I don't even have a TikTok actually. I probably should get one, but I don't have one. That would be nice though. I do like I do think about it a lot. Like, hey, like maybe going into the TikTok, I guess, area would be nice too. I still see there's a lot of people that get really good benefits from that, right? So I don't know. Oh, okay. These people are getting too crazy, man. Clicked on the wrong one, I guess.
Who is?
I do see a lot of people live streaming on TikTok though. Like sometimes you'll scroll and it's just all live streams. Man, I'm hungry. It's not good. Midnight snack. No, man, I can't. something. No, man, I just don't want to keep eating like too much. It's cool. I ate already, so it's like whatever.
Now, last time I showed you guys how you can make
let's
an
watch
extra
this.
$100 every single month in the form of dividends passively by not doing nothing at all. And you guys told me that ain't enough. $100 a month ain't enough. That ain't gonna pay no bills. They ain't gonna pay no mortgages.
And
What I'm gonna do
$100
with
a month.
extra
He
$100
said just a
month
bite.
passively, passive income. What am I gonna do with that? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can make an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, an extra $1,000 every single month in dividends just from watching this video. I'm gonna show you how to do that today. All right. Now, this money right here, it ain't real. It's fake. I don't carry real cash. I don't carry real cash. This is fake. This is for the video. Carrying real cash it's not safe out there in them streets. So don't come for me. But let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. Now, dreamers, I told you guys what dividends was in the last video. Dividends is the best form of passive income that is. You do absolutely nothing at all, and then every single month, every single quarter, you get paid back from these companies. Now, dividends is when you invest inside a company and the company pay back the investors, me and you, as a form of saying, hey, thank you for investing inside our company. Here go a little check to kind of get people to buy shares of that company, right? And they hoping that when they pay you back, that you reinvest it back inside that company so that company can continue to grow. But now there's a bunch of dividends investors out there that's living off of their dividends. That's right, making way more than $100 every single month in dividends. They're making thousands of dollars every single month in dividends. And in my last video, I gave you guys 2 stocks. I gave you Chevron and I gave you Altria.
Chevron's a good stock, man.
Make an extra $100, $1,200 a month, all the way to where you can become a millionaire just from those 2 stocks. But the problem was that it was a little bit confusing, not really, but those were quarterly paying dividend stocks, right? And they didn't have the highest dividend yield, but those were quarterly paying dividend stocks. That mean that they pay out their dividends every single quarter, 4 times a year, or every 3 months. And there are a lot of people out there that when they get that $300 dividend payment, they go spend it all. They don't allocate it out to $100 per month. So what I'm going to do for you
Can you
guys,
tell me about Bitcoin address or something like that? I cannot understand the explanation on the internet. So like a Bitcoin address, if you're saying, so if you have a wallet, what's called a wallet, right? Like where you can store different types of cryptocurrencies. In that wallet, depending on the cryptocurrency that you look at or that you follow, if the wallet has the ability for you to receive or send that type of cryptocurrency, in this case, right, a Bitcoin wallet, your wallet itself is going to have a Bitcoin address. Every cryptocurrency has a different type of address, right? Whether it's Ethereum has a type of Ethereum address because it's in the Ethereum network. Bitcoin has the Bitcoin addresses, right? So let's pretend somebody was going to send you money, right? In order for them to send you money from their wallet, right? You need to give them your Bitcoin address, your Bitcoin wallet address, right? So that they can send it directly to you in your wallet, which has your unique address. Think of it as your house, right? Your house has an address, as let's say it's 1234, I don't know, Sunnyside Drive, right? So somebody's gonna ship you something in the mail. They need to have your address, so they send it to 1234 Sunnyside Drive, and you'll get it at your end. The only thing is one house is your Bitcoin house, the other house is your Ethereum house. That one might be 1235 Sunnyside Drive, right? They're all different bunch of characters, like it's just random characters. So I don't want you to think like you get to name or put a name for the address. No, that's not how it works. They assign you, depending on your wallet, it assigns you an address. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. It's basically an address where you can receive Bitcoin. Can I have a wallet just direct from any Bitcoin app? for the most part, they will, like most, I guess brokers. When I say brokers, it's like think of, I don't know if you use Coinbase or Bittrex or Binance. There's so many brokerages. It's basically the app that allows you to buy all of these cryptocurrencies, right? Those applications, they will give you an address. Once you set up your account and all that stuff, they give you an address for mostly all of your, I guess, cryptocurrencies, right? So if you wanted to receive some crypto from, I don't know, your neighbor or something like that, then you could do so, right? But once again, you just have to go into your app and get that address, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever it is. But all those cryptos have an address.
Stay tuned.
Hopefully that helps. Let me know.
You can see that you can actually make almost about $1 million just based off of past performance. You can make up to $1 million and bring in thousands of dollars in cash every single month in dividends from these two companies. Now, the ones that I told you in the last video were dividend kings. In this company, I'm bringing you guys dividend REITs. Now, dividend REITs usually have higher paying dividends because they're real estate investment trust companies, and by law, they have to pay back 90% of their taxable income back to their investors in the form of dividends. So hence they usually have higher dividend.
I'm glad you got it, man.
Remember, the higher dividend yield is, the more money you will make in dividends. The lower the dividend yield is, the less money that company pays out in dividends, but they still have enough money left in the company to reinvest it back into the company. So you kind of want to play it safe. You don't want to go invest inside double yield dividend stocks, 12, 14, 15% dividend stocks. They're paying back their investors so much money, they're not going to have anything left to reinvest back inside the company, right? So you want to kind of keep it in a range between 3% to where you can actually see your income come between 3 and 8% if you're a dividend investor and you want to lift off the form of your dividend. So I'm going to show you guys the dividend yields on Moomoo. Actually, Moomoo is the sponsor of today's video. I want to thank them for sponsoring this video. They've been a long time sponsor of this channel. So if you guys want to pick up a brokerage account, I'm going to leave a link down to Moomoo down in the description. You sign up, deposit $100, and you can receive up to 15 free stocks inside the platform. If you have cash just sitting inside there, you don't have to invest inside anything. They have a 5.1% APY cash sweep. So cash that's just sitting inside your portfolio, you get a. Let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. Welcome back, dreamers. Here we are inside of my Moomoo account. Now, of course, I'm gonna give you guys the no-brainer one, ticker symbol O. But wait until you see the second one. Make sure you stay tuned to the second one. Then make sure you stay to the end of the video so I can show you how you can make millions of dollars and thousands of dollars every single month in dividends. So, but I gotta bring you the banger. Everyone knows this banger. This is known as the monthly paying dividend stocks. Whenever I do a real estate REIT video, this stock is gonna be in there. I'm gonna talk about it all the time. Now Realty Income, ticker symbol O, is a real estate REIT there at $52. And if we click right here on the Moomoo statistics, you can see down here at the bottom left, it shows dividend yield, TTM, which is the dividend yield that has a 5.87% dividend yield. That is a amazing percentage that you can have, and the second stock have an even higher percentage than that, have a higher dividend yield than that. Now, Realty Income, the reason I love them is that they are a dividend aristocrat. Dividend aristocrats are any company that's inside the S&P 500 and increase their dividends every single year for the last 25 years. Realty Income is able to have a amazing monthly dividend yield because they have a cash flow that's supported by over 15,000 different properties. Now, Realty Income is one of my favorite. If we scroll down and look at their statistics, let's look at the weekly, all the way from 2019 to 2024. They did have that big drop. We know why they had that big drop in the market right there, but they've been performing really well over the last couple of years with a low of $30 and a high of $69. In a pretty good fashion, it's been kind of trending up over the last couple of years. Now, if we scroll down and look a little bit more of their statistics, you guys can see it's in a neutral position right now. 2 signals are saying buy, 2 signals are saying sell, 2 signals are saying bullish, 2 signals are saying bearish. And then you can take a look at the many other description statistics of it inside of the Moomoo app. So let's go ahead and move over to the second one. Then I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you can make $1,000 and how much you need to make $1,000 from these two real estate REITs. The second one that we're going to be taking a look at is LTC. Now, LTC Properties, as you guys can see right here, they have a 7% dividend yield. That's completely insane. They have a 7% dividend yield. If We're looking at the weekly chart that kind of been trending sideways, but remember, you're going to be collecting dividends from that every single month from LTC. Now, LTC, they're investing inside senior housing livings and healthcare properties. They have over 201 properties in 26 different states with 29 operating partners. So as long as people continue to get old and they need a place to stay, LTC is always going to have a place or a property for them to get to live in, and we're going to be receiving dividends, a portion of dividends from them every single month. So let's go ahead and pull up exactly how much money do you need in order to make $1,000 from these two companies. And I'm going to show you guys a very simple way. If you made it to this part, I'm going to show you guys a very simple way to get to that $1,000 twice as fast. So make sure you stay to the end. All right, so here we are on ticker symbol O, Realty Income. You guys can see that they had a dividend growth of 26 years, making them dividend aristocrats. And they've been continuing to grow their dividends, and they have a dividend yield of 5.92% with an annual payout of $3.08. Remember, they're paying this out every single month. So let's say we want to make $1,000 or $12,000 a year, right? We're going to divide that by the annual payout, $3.08. So you're going to need 3,896 shares of Realty Income. So we're going to multiply that
60.
by 5208. And you're going to need $202,000 invested inside Realty Income in order to make $1,000 every single month. Now, $202,000,
Hey, I'll be going
that's not that
anytime
bad.
soon.
And a lot of other companies,
Got limited data. I'm probably gonna grab lunch here. Your Facebook's still up? The link in your videos. Oh, I think my Facebook. Yeah, I took that off, man. But once again, just reach out to me through here, through YouTube. Those links have to be fixed. I'm gonna probably delete them, but for the most part, yeah, man. Thank you for joining me. You've been here this whole time. So I appreciate you, man. You made this live stream so much easier for me. It kind of gave me that motivation to keep going. Make sure that you keep going as well. Make sure you take care of yourself. Decrease the stress, anxiety, all that stuff, and make sure you keep going forward. I'll be here. Shoot me a message, man. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'm actually gonna head out too. I'm getting too hungry. I might go grab a bite, like you said. So appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Lexter. I'll see you on the next one. All right, buddy.